was I called out to have the paint on the major structure done in a gold metallic. And boy, they just said, no, we can't do gold car metallic. That's going to be too expensive, and this and that and the other thing. And so they came back with sort of a kind of a somewhere, I don't know what you want to call it. We used to call it baby poop color. I mean, it was just kind of a ochre, and I hated the color of the ochre. But again, we were on a fast track. And Walt said, Roland, he said, he came in one day and he said, the Star of the Four Winds is ready for a buy-off, and you and I have got to go. I hate to tell you this, but I hated it. I was really unhappy with it. And because it was, you know, something that was, I had been assigned to design the Tower of the Four Winds because Walt remembered all my propellers and said, Rolly, he says, I want to do this big tower out in front with nothing but mobiles and propellers. And I said, fine. So I was designing that and building a model on it. I built a small model. I built a little model that was probably not more than 12 inches high that fit into a model that we were using as a well, it's in the ocean. They cut it up into 2-foot lengths and threw it in the ocean. And on the Atlantic Ocean somewhere. It's all rusted out by now, I'm sure. So what happened was, Walt wanted to bring it back to Disneyland. And I was called in one day by Dick Irvine, and basically Dick Irvine said, Roland, you're on the hot seat. And I said, what do you mean the hot seat? He said, well, he says, we don't want the Tower of the Four Winds at Disneyland. And I said, well, neither do I. I said, it's ugly. And I said, besides, I've got the clock. I'm designing a clock out front. I said, putting the Tower of the Four Winds in front of the clock would just destroy the clock. It'd be ugly. And they said, well, we want you. We took it to the World's Fair, and I must admit, it did its job.